Castillon, a little bit tower defense, a little bit city builder, a little bit RTS, all wrapped up in a fantasy setting. 2 hours in, I cleared the first 2 levels and got obliterated on the third. You start with a town centre and a wizard you control directly. You can pick from 3 mounts, a horse, a flightless owl, or a spider. I always played on the spider. During the day you ride around collecting resources, stand next to a rock, press space and collect some stone. Same for trees for wood, berry bushes for berries. You can do it all manually like that, or you can build your lumber mills, quarries and berry patches and let villagers do the collecting for you. You need to build houses to raise your population cap so you can starve those collectors. I tried one run leaning hard into the economy. The first couple of nights were rough because my defences were thin, but the resources coming in later made the following waves a lot easier. You can also build barracks for some soldiers and an archery range for some archers, and a celestial statue that spawns an angel to hover around defending you. And there's stuff to do out on the map. Enemy camps you can go and clear during the day for chest rewards. Then night comes and the waves start. The enemies are varied, fast runners that ignore everything and a beeline for your town centre, bats that fly over your walls you don't have yet, generic mobs that just swarm at you, ogres and catapults that hit harder and are meant to grind you down. The wizard gets spells through upgrade picks. Mine is good, drop it, 3 seconds later it explodes. Meteorite is the one I kept reaching for because it wipes out a whole wave of weak enemies as they swarm through. It's almost useless against the ogres and catapults, so you still need towers and troops to beat the heavy stuff. If the wizard dies, you respawn back at the town centre after 8 seconds. I did more than one kamikaze meteor run, charge in, drop it, get absolutely annihilated, respawn. After every wave you get an upgrade choice in the town centre. 3 cards to choose from at a town centre level 1, and more choices as you level up the town centre. The cards are randomised, and that's where a lot of the strategy is decided for you. One wave you might get walls, a marketplace, a healing shrine offered. Another wave you get nothing you actually want. You can always re-roll with green gems if you can afford it, and that safety valve is what keeps a bad draw from wrecking the run. Green gems come from killing enemies during the night. They're the re-roll currency for upgrades. If a building gets destroyed in a raid, you can either reclaim the wood and stone it cost to build, or spend green gems to just rebuild it. You also have separate magic crystals you can feed into your towers. The tower crystals get properly weird at the town centre levels up. One crystal does more damage and drops more green gems per kill. Another swaps arrows for exploding barrels for AoE damage. There's an ice shot. As the town centre grows, you can stack more crystals inside your tower. So you end up with a turret firing explosive barrels that always drop green gems as well. Walls don't unlock straight away. Early on your defence is just towers slowing enemies down with troops taking the hit. Once walls unlock, I was doing double and triple layers. Catapults outrange the turrets though, so they can sit behind and chip your walls down anyway. At one point I placed buildings so tight around my wizard that I got blocked in during a battle. I could probably have wiggled out, but I was panicking, so I demolished my own buildings just to escape and assist in the battle. Level 3 is a much wider map with more directions for enemies to spawn from. I was struggling to get my defences in line before waves hit from angles I wasn't ready for. I'll be jumping back in after this review to try again because I was so close to finishing the level. Overall, it just kind of hits the RTS itch without getting too deep. Casual RTS. I don't think it's really a tower defense in the classic sense. You use towers to defend, but the loop is more around the wizard and the random upgrades than the lane routing. My verdict is a play. I play the demos, you play the hits. I'll see you on the next one.